Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty today. It is Monday. I have the numbers for you. No, but I don't have all the numbers for you. It is November the 2nd, my day 230. I've done 230 of these broadcasts so far. Do have the so-called updated numbers, for some of them anyway. 1 day until election. Tomorrow is election day. 53 days until Christmas. 59 days left in this year. 25 of 43 radiation days, 18 days to go, and then I'll be done that little ordeal. I have to remind you all the time, I'm reporting from Vero Beach, from my condominium here at the Victoria. I'm in Indian River Shores here in Vero Beach. I also don't put any commercials on these videos. They're put in there by YouTube. That's how they get paid, and they don't pay me. Another thing I need to remind you, this is like really important. Don't forget to push the like button. I better say that early on. If I don't say it early on, you might not push the button. Of course, you might not like it either. Who knows? Hey, school zone. Don't forget, school zones are open now. They weren't open on Friday, but they're open today. School zone 20 miles per hour over there on Beachland Boulevard. Make sure that you go 20 miles an hour and not 22, or you may get pulled over, because just about every day they're pulling people over. I tell you this every day. I'm going to keep reminding you of that until I don't see people getting pulled over anymore. So that's just not a good thing. Let me give you the numbers that I have so far. This is going to kind of be repeated again when I do the numbers, because I was hoping I was going to have more of them. Once again, the state of Florida did not give me the numbers for the county by counties. I have some numbers to work with, but I'll tell you what they are right now. We had 41 new deaths reported in the past 24 hours. That's 14 more than yesterday. Yesterday, we had 27 deaths. As far as the positivity rate is concerned, 4,151. That's down by 214. Yesterday, it was 4,865. Now, positives versus testings. This is the all-important number that they want us to remember, and that is it should be under 5% for the entire state of Florida. And in case you didn't know, we're at 6.43. That's for the entire state. That's if you lump the whole state together. I can give you some numbers now for county by counties with respect to that positivity testing. 6.18 for Dade County, 5.85 for Broward County, Palm Beach County over 6.15, Orange County a little bit over it, 5.93%, Brevard County, that's Melbourne, 4.90. They're just a little under 5%. This is only a one-day event, though. St. Lucie County, 6.10, Martin County, 6.15, and Indian River County, 6.69. 7-day moving averages, by the way, 55.14. That means 55 people passed away each day for the past 7 days. Okay, so those are the numbers. You'll see them up here on the screen. There's a little red and a little green up there. And just want to let you know that I've got those numbers here for you. All right, now let's pop into hearing what's going on around the world here. First, let me tell you about New York State. Most of the people arriving in New York State must be quarantined for at least 3 days and then show they have tested negative for the COVID-19 before they can be released. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo made that announcement on Saturday. The requirement will not apply to residents of neighboring Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. Cuomo told reporters this on Saturday about these requirements. New Yorkers who leave the state for less than 24 hours may not have to meet those requirements. So that's what's going on up there. So they're tightening things up. As you probably know, Germany just closed all their bars and restaurants. They're not going to be open. Tomorrow they're going to vote, or Wednesday they're going to vote in England to put a lockdown on all of the UK. Wales and Scotland and Ireland are in some form of lockdown. And I have to remind you about this. I just will say it every day because some of you don't watch it very often. And when you do, you need to see this, that there's no cure, there's no vaccine. Therefore, nothing has really changed since we started, except we know a lot more about the virus. I will say this today. Everybody's blaming the president. He killed 220,000 people. Absolutely not true. This is not a political statement. obviously the president didn't do that on purpose. He is trying to manage it the best way he can with the resources that he has. That may sound political to you. I'm just telling you that no one in their right mind would go out and try to murder 220,000 people. That's ridiculous. It's even stupid for anybody to make that statement. That is a political statement when you say things like that. The president has worked very hard to try to keep the economy going, as well as deal with all the activities relating to the COVID-19. That's just the way it is. This is not something you can go to a reference book and figure out how to do it. You're learning every day how to do it. And being a Monday morning quarterback is not the answer. To wake up and say, well, if I were the president, I would have done it this way because I'm smarter than he is. We don't know. We don't know how it would have worked. All we know is what we have and what we're dealing with right now, and we're doing the best we can with what we have. Lots of people have died all over the world. You'll see here when you get into my next phase of numbers, you'll see how many people died. My goodness gracious, the numbers are huge, absolutely huge, all over the world. Not just here in the United States. Yes, we have a lot, but not just here in the United States. So come on, guys, wear your mask, distance, space. The vaccine is on its way, but it's not going to get here probably this year. I don't think we're going to see it this year. It probably won't be before early next year. If we're lucky, it gets here. And then when it does, we got 330 million people in this country that have to be vaccinated. Now, how's that going to happen? It's going to be tough. So we're going to be living with this for a while. According to Fauci, we're going to be living with this through all of next year to some extent. We may be getting the vaccine and it may start coming down. But nonetheless, and by the way, the pharmaceutical companies are working their tails off to try to get this vaccine out there. Let's face it, they make money off of this sort of thing. I mean, this is what they pray for days like this, that they can create vaccines and there's a need for a vaccine and they can put it out. So let's face it, there's a real push on to get this thing done. But we have to be obedient and do the right thing. Okay, I wanted to report one other thing today before I get into these numbers. Power outage in Vero Beach on Saturday. No, actually, it was on Sunday. It was a little bit over an hour. 850 residents were affected. Florida Power and Light was out there like instantly. I got in my car and went out looking around for them, and I saw Florida Power and Light trucks running up and down A1A, with at least 3 or 4 of them over here, several in South Beach, several over in the Beachland area. Florida Power and Light reacted immediately. They knew about it. They knew where it was. It had to do with the main line. They jumped that line out and got it going. I mean, they're really Johnny on the spot. These guys get this job done, and we're so happy. I'm so happy that we have Florida Power and Light on the scene. And they are also busy trying to fix up things that Indian River Electric didn't do or should have done over the years. So they're still digging out of that hole. So we had a lot of rain here for you folks that are up north. We had a ton of rain here on Sunday. I mean, big flooding type rain. The Beachland Boulevard was flooded. You had to detour around Beachland Boulevard to get anywhere on Sunday afternoon between about 4 and 6 o'clock in the afternoon. However, the power failure lasted no more than 2 hours, probably maybe like an hour and a half. So that was the end of that story. And I just wanted to report to you folks that are up north that that event took place, and that Florida Power and Light did react very, very quickly and got the job done. So let me jump in and give you the weather report quickly. Right after the weather report, we'll go do the numbers. Okay, windy with mixed clouds and sunshine, high around 75 degrees. Winds north-northeast today, 10 to 20 miles per hour, maybe up to 30 miles per hour. Higher near gusts. That's possible. If you're in these gusts, the winds could actually be higher. Then tonight, a few clouds, low 67, winds northeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain tonight's about 10%. Chance of rain tomorrow is about 10%, partly cloudy skies. A high of 76. Are you liking this or what? Get up in the morning. It's nice and cool outside. The winds are northeast, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Okay, there you go. That's the weather forecast for the Treasure Coast. And what is the Treasure Coast? It's Stewart, Fort Pierce, and Vero Beach, Indian River, Martin, and St. Lucie counties. All right, here we go with the numbers. Alrighty, folks, here we go with the numbers, such as they are. As I told you earlier in the video, I didn't get all of the numbers today, but I have some numbers to work with. I do have the numbers for the entire state of Florida. So today is November the 2nd. It's Monday, first day of the week, first day of the new month. 41 new deaths reported in the past 24 hours. Yesterday it was 27. That's 14 more than yesterday. Therefore, we have red on the screen. As far as the positives are concerned, 4,651. That's 214 less than yesterday. Yesterday, the number was 4,865. With respect to the positivity rate, now this is the rate of the number of people who have been tested versus the number of tests that were made for one day. That's just for one day. And that number is 6.45. That number is supposed to be under 5%. If it's under 5%, it indicates that we do have the pandemic under control. Therefore, it's red. It should not be that high. It should be down. It has been down. Now, I can't tell you the numbers for Dade and all these counties, but I can give you these numbers. These are the percentage numbers, just as the 6.43 was for the entire state. This number, 6.18, is for Dade County. It's above 5%. Broward County is 5.85. It's a little above 5%. Palm Beach is 6.15. It, too, is above 5%. Orange County is 5.93%. Brevard County is the only county at the moment that is in the safe zone at 4.9%. St. Lucie County, 6.1%. Martin County, 6.15%. And Indian River County, 6.69%. Once again, let me remind you that the number is always supposed to be under 5%. Therefore, these ones that are in red that you can see here are not considered to be in what we call the safe zone, where the pandemic is under control. Now, I do have some numbers for Indian River County. In Indian River County, we had 49 new positives in the past 24 hours, 6 of which were in zip code 32960, 4 were in zip code 32963, and 2 were in zip code 32967. Now, we're going to scooch down here for a little bit and take a look at the 7-day moving averages. 7-day moving averages have popped up as well. Yesterday, they were 52. Today, they're 55.14. That means an average of 55 people passed away each day for the past 7 days. That's what the 7-day moving averages are. Okay, folks, now let's take a look at the United States. These are the numbers for the USA, and these numbers indicate how many deaths were reported in the past 48 hours. So let's take a look here and see what we got. For the whole United States, there were 399 reported for the past 48 hours. Illinois was in first place. They're generally not up there. That was in 35. They had 35 passed away, reportedly passed away in the past 48 hours. Texas was in second place with 33. Arkansas was in third place with 33. Indiana was in fourth place with 32. Florida was in fifth place with 27. Massachusetts was in sixth place with 22. New York in seventh place with 19. Minnesota, for our Minnetonka friends up there in Minnesota, Wayne and Dorothy, eighth place with 18. High double digits here. Don't like that too much at all. Wisconsin in ninth place with 16. Mississippi in 10th place with 14. We'll go down just a little bit further and take a look at Utah. Utah was in 13th place with 10. North Carolina was in 20th place with 5. Pennsylvania was in 21st place with 5. Maryland for Julie was in 22nd place with 5. Jersey was in 23rd place with 4. Good job there, Danny. You're down into the low single digits. That's outstanding. For Carol Young and Bobby Young up there in Kentucky in 24th place with 4. Good low single digit number. And now take a look at Colorado in 26th place, 3. And our neighbor Georgia in 27th place with 2. We'll go down just a teeny bit further and take a look at Iowa. Iowa's in 34th place with 1. And as we go down a little bit further, there was nothing reported from Michigan, Washington, Kansas, Connecticut, Nebraska, Rhode Island, West Virginia, or the District of Columbia. So there were no reports there, even New Hampshire and Maine and Vermont. There were no reports there which would indicate that they would be 0. So those are the numbers for the entire United States. Now we'll take a look at what we refer to as the global view. These are the really big numbers. USA cases, 9,220,933. USA deaths, 231,077. Global cases, 46,688,370, and global deaths, 1,202,605. Once again, those are the numbers for today, such as they are for Monday, the 2nd of November. Okay, folks, those are the numbers for today, such as they are. I'm sorry about the way they turned out because I don't have them. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to come back and start giving us these county by county numbers or not. It's unusual. Some days we get them, some days we don't get them. I'm not quite sure exactly what the story is and all that sort of thing. I will try to find out. A couple of other things I want to report to you. I'm not going to be doing any shout-outs today. I love all you people. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that. The only reason I do it is because you do watch it. Report one thing. Remember, I said yesterday that we had, I made calamari. It was not fried calamari. This is calamari in a pasta sauce. Here's an interesting thing that I learned about this calamari. You either cook it for 45 seconds or 45 minutes. Now, that sounds really weird. Anything in between, you're going to end up with leather. So I cooked mine for 45 minutes, and it was tender. It was really wonderful. It was absolutely tremendous. I'm going to do a little video on how to make it. I'm going to do it again now that I kind of got my feet wet on making it the first time. I've done it before, but this is the first time it came out like really, really good. So it was a calamari and over a bed of linguine with a little marinara sauce on it, and it worked out very well. It also happened right about the time that the power outage happened, so fortunately I hadn't started cooking yet, so that was kind of the end of that. The other thing, I have a little bit of video that I'm going to put up here, and I'll be running this for just another minute or so. And this is what's going on out here on A1A. They're still doing this widening process, and sometimes traffic can get really bad. So you folks that are just arriving back here, you may encounter that. Also, you need to know on 17th Street, the 17th Street Bridge, starting tomorrow, one will be closed down to basically one lane, or one side of it, I guess, because they are shoring up some of the pillars that hold the bridge up, for heaven's sakes. And this is not going to be finished until Easter time. So we have lots of events taking place around town here. So just so you are aware of what's going on. Anyway, those are my numbers. That's what I have to report today. Remember what I always say, always be a part of the solution and never part of the problem. And I hope you have a really blessed Monday. It's the beginning of a new week, the beginning of a new month. We got Thanksgiving this month. All sorts of really wonderful things are happening this month. So let's just stay out of trouble. Let's not get COVID-19, and look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Ron Crider, signing off.